Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Simon and here I am in my hotel in Thailand. I've been traveling here in Southeast Asia for quite a long time. I came to a fact, or maybe I didn't came to a fact or conclusion, but something came up here during my time that I'm in Southeast Asia. The thing is that there are so many weird foreigners and like nagging and complaining and being all negative and writing some unpleasant messages and sarcastic messages on Facebook groups and all this. And for me it's really strange, like, why are these foreigners so stressed out, or what makes them feel like this way? Because like Thailand is a really beautiful place and a really amazing, stunning country. I mean, this is completely the opposite what you feel when you come to Thailand, at least for me, because you have sun everywhere, you have beautiful beaches, you have a unique landscape, you have a unique culture, and the people here are really nice, like I think Thailand speaks for itself, right? I don't need to explain what is Thailand. And how come like you become so grumpy and bitter and everything? Like why people come here actually anyway? Like many people come here to Thailand. Before social media, many people came here as pensioners, so like retired people. Yes, you have a lot of older people here. I can see them every day, everywhere. There is no place you cannot see a older guy, like foreigner, mostly Westerners. And they're everywhere. It's like small villages, big cities like Bangkok or Pattaya or Phuket, but also in small cities as well. And they don't look so happy, And Thailand is a beautiful place. Like, I mean, you have also not this. This is one of the reasons they come, like to retire here, because it's way more affordable than retiring and living in the West, like living in the United States or living in Europe or Australia or like these international community countries. And of course, there is another reason that people come here to Thailand, which is tourism, right? Like, you have like the usual tourists and all, and you have a lot of SX tourism here as well, because I think that's why Thailand is also really famous. And I think when you come here to Thailand to live is something, and you come here to Thailand as a tourist is a completely different experience. Because you are here as a tourist, you are in the hotel, you are having fun, you have your own time, you just go out, eat, you meet people, you drink, you have fun. But when you leave, you have to deal with the day-by-day situations. You have to go to the supermarket, you have to deal with the bureaucracy, you have to deal with the people. Yes, and here in Thailand, especially for Westerners, I think it's not like it's like a transition, a cultural transition. For example, if you go from the United States to Portugal, right? Or even Latin America, for example, like from Canada to Brazil or Argentina, because we have, like it or not, similar culture, but here is completely different. The way the people think, the way the people behave, that's not the same. And I think over time, some people they cannot adapt to that, they just stay here and then they get maybe fed up with this, or they want the country to change for them. Because my country is like this, or because my country is like that. And I think this can be like a reason that maybe that's why the foreigners are so like bitter or grumpy or something like that. Another reason that I think it may help to the situation is because you have, when you have this feeling when you live in the place, and it's a very touristic place, like overcrowded with tourists, like Thailand, you become this person that, another tourist, because this place is mine. I am the exclusive, And no, you're not exclusive anymore. This is a place for everybody. And that's why that's something that I'm gonna mention here. If you are in Thailand, if you were a tourist here, and if you have been living here for 15 years, and I met people that live here for 20 years, 15 years, you're gonna be treated the same way as a tourist that just arrived 3 days ago, because all the Thai people is like, Thailand is not a multicultural country. It's just like basically the Thai people living here, and then everybody else, like every person who's black or white or whatever, it's different. You stand out in the crowd and they think you are a tourist. And that's why maybe this calls like, oh my god, I've been living here for 3 months. I know I'm not a tourist, right? So maybe that's why people think like this and they get exhausted with that. Oh, I just took my microphone here, and they get exhausted with that. And there is a fact also, this is like even a spoiler alert, that living in Thailand, even the bureaucracy, if you don't have an agent here or if you don't know what you're doing, it's very complicated to live here. I mean, it's not complicated, of course, but it's not, like, it's not that the government or the institutions or anything help you to be like welcome here, let me give you some example. If you are living here as a expat, as like a person working and living here, or as a retired person, you're still going to be treated as a tourist, on the matter that if you go to some temple or some museum or some park, you're going to be overcharged. Yes, the prices are different for foreigners and for Thai locals. For example, there are some temples in Bangkok or other cities that Thai people can enter for free, but you are a foreigner, you have to pay 300 baht, 500 baht, 1000 baht sometimes. And even if you have a work permit or something that proves that you have been living in Thailand, that you are not a tourist, no, some people, they don't care, they don't mind about that. They're not going to even look. They just gonna say, okay, foreigner, yes, like by your looks, and they're not gonna allow you to enter. So like this build up, yes, these experiences that you have been living here, and you have these overcrowded places with many tourists, and many of them are like, honestly, many of the tourists here, they just come to freak out. Maybe this helps a little, like they have this grumpiness or this like angry, bitter feeling. Another matter that can help on this, I think it's like the people who have been living here, especially those who work, because working here in Thailand is very specific. You basically are an English teacher or a diving instructor, diving master, and the salaries, they got a little stuck, since for some time. And you see, for example, some other foreigners or some other tourists, they are improving their lives, or they can afford some other products, they can afford a better lifestyle, and you feel like you are stuck here, So you see, and especially now with social media, that everything is potentialized on steroids, and you can have a completely fake life, but hey, you see, you interpret, you see, like I see that, you say, okay, that must be true. So maybe this helps with the feeling also that you are stuck, or you have like, oh my god, this guy, he's better than me, he has a better girlfriend, a better wife, better money. So I don't know, I'm just creating this hypothesis here, okay? That's a fact here in Thailand. Like if you see the groups on Facebook, it's like people are just like grumpy, or if you see a foreigner here on the street, it's like he's not even gonna look at you, You're not gonna say hi. Like the Thai people, they're gonna say sawadee ka, or smile, or like welcome you. But the guys, the foreigners, they don't care. It's like everybody on their own, like on their like horse blinders, like this. They just like very not individualistic. I wouldn't say, but not very friendly. And I think because that's the irony. Because this country should make people more soft, should people more calm, and like. Especially for an older person, have to enjoy life, relax, eat good, be more positive. But no, actually the contrary happens here for many people. And there is something very specific with the people, the foreigners here in Thailand as well, that I met many people. And I think what happens is that many of these guys either retired, or whether they are retired or just, I don't know, maybe digital nomads or expats or whatever, they are trying to run away from something in their home country, right? And apparently they couldn't make it, so it affects them here too. I met some people, for example, in bars or restaurants, or even, on the internet, when I was in hostels or hotels, and then okay, let's go out for a bar, let's go out for eat something, eat out, And then, oh, but why are you here? Or do you have like family in your country? And, no, I don't want to talk about my country. I don't want to talk about my family. I don't want to. I don't know. You know, it's like completely defensive and completely aggressive when you talk about the life prior Thailand. I think this is very strange, you know, because I can talk about my life. I can be very open to everybody because I'm, you know, like I'm a Latino person. I'm from Latin America, and I like to see things also in a whatever, man. You know, life is hard already. Why should they worry about so many small things? And this is very peculiar to me. And you see that these guys also, especially these more apparently broken people, they have a lot of vices here and a lot of addictions. For example, they go for alcohol, and the women here, like the girls of easy life, as we say in my country, or the lady boys as well. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like they have a very nice life, because they just become like maniacs, and that's the only topics they talk about. It's like lady boys, sex, drinking, partying, and that's it, you know. And it's very different, and that's why I mentioned like Thailand here. The foreigners in Thailand are so weird and so specific, because I've been to Vietnam, I've been to Malaysia, Indonesia. You don't meet that many people like that. There are some, of course, some people that they are sarcastic, or you know, like they don't help, or just want to be a nuisance. Everywhere you have trolls, yes, everywhere on the internet. It's not exclusive of people living in Thailand, like foreigners in Thailand, or you know, some specific countries. But here is a lot. It's a lot, and you see both in the virtual life and both in real life, which amazes me. Especially because it's not like an oppressive country. Thailand is not an oppressive country. I mean, I don't live here in Thailand. I stay the maximum time that I can here, and then I go somewhere else, because I've been traveling since 2019. I've been traveling the world. I've been in Turkey, I've been to Turkey, I've been to Russia, to Estonia, to Europe itself. I've been now here in Southeast Asia, I've been to North Africa. And that's how I am. So I don't live here. I don't know how it is to live here, but as I know from experiences of other expats, of other foreigners, and the behavior and the actions that I see in the real life and with my eyes, and when I read stuff on social media, it's like, wow. I mean, it's very exclusive. I never see, for example, like expats in Russia, like people complaining, or expats in Spain, people like being so, here is too much. And I don't know if you noticed that as well. So I would like to know about your ideas, or if maybe this is something completely new for you. So I would like to know about what you think. Maybe you can write here in the comments. And if you like this video, if you can like, subscribe to my channel. If you don't like this video, like and subscribe to my channel as well. Maybe you can share this video with someone and say, hey, look at this stupid guy talking about some crazy shit. So yes. So I would appreciate if you do that to help me grow my channel. And that's it. Thank you very much for keeping to the end, and have a good one. See you next time. Bye bye.